Hey folks, welcome back to another P3D full flight video. Today we are in the PMDG 777-200ER once again at Chicago here, heading down to Orlando today. I am aware we flew to Chicago in the last video, however I wanted to fly the Pratt and Whitney 4000s and the only airline, there are obviously other airlines that use the Pratt and Whitney 4000 engines. For example, I believe Japan Airlines use them. I don't have any airports in Japan, so there's no point in me doing a video where I've got no scenery. So Chicago is the only place I've got that United have a base. I don't have Denver or San Francisco, unfortunately. So we're flying once again out of Chicago, but I promise this will be the last time we fly in Chicago. Obviously, we're testing out all the engine types. We're having a look at them just in these previous 3 videos, and then after that that'll be enough of the 777 for a little while. Maybe we'll do 78 or 747 the next video, or maybe even give the 320 some love because I've not done that in a while. You may notice as well the sky looks different. That is because I don't have trueSKY on. I have disabled it for this flight. I'm a bit skeptical of not using trueSKY because I feel like the sim might not look as good. So apologies in advance if it doesn't. But however, the dusk settings, or sorry, the dawn settings are looking really nice, as well as the clouds and everything. Right, so enough gabbing from me. Here's the beautiful aircraft we're flying today, November 222 United Alpha. This is the one that actually had the engine failure, I believe, out of Denver just a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, that should be interesting. The only reason I know that is I deliberately chose this plane because I knew that this had the Pratt and Whitney 4000s. I wasn't sure about the other ones that are on the PMDG Operations Center. So yeah. Anyway, here's the beautiful aircraft. Maybe we'll get a wee quick screenshot of that sun rising in the aircraft. We can maybe use this as the thumbnail as a video. I'm always getting thumbnail pictures, but they're necessary. Smashing, right. So everything is already turned on because this aircraft does take quite a while to set up. So what the ADR are you on? Arm the emergency exit lights, service interphone can come on. We'll go ahead and do a quick engine fire test to make sure that it's working in case we do have an engine fire, which we shouldn't, but it is working, which is perfect. Our nav light and logo light can go on since it is obviously dark outside just now. Pop our packs on because they take a while to kick in. Or sorry, they take a wee while to kick in, if I can pronounce that correctly. We'll close our doors and we'll request boarding. We'll pop the left and right VORs on the on the captain and first officer side. We'll test the oxygen on both the captain and first officer side. And what we'll do is we'll also do a data load. That's fine because I've already done the data load, that's perfect, so that will not need to do it anymore, that's fine. Park and brake will pop on, the microphones will also pop on just now. And we'll set our transponder to the standard setting of 2000 since we're not on VAT sim. And we'll also do the manual trim cancel as well to finish that off. Right, so let's go ahead into our FS Actions fueling page. So looking at today's flight plan, we are the United Airlines 692 from Orlando to Chicago here. We are 777-200ER extended range in November 222 United Alpha. Oh sorry, Uniform Alpha, not United Alpha, Uniform Alpha, my apologies. We'll be cruising at flight level 390 today with an estimated zero fuel weight of 173.8 tons, an estimated time en route of 2 hours 5 minutes with the total block fuel of 20,753 tons of fuel. So let's go and get this all put in just now. 2753, perfect. Payload, once again, zero fuel weight is 173.8. So pop 173.8 in there. Perfect. We'll go back out and we'll go to the D-Link page, pre-flight, and we'll pop all our stuff in. So with the United Airlines 692 today, Uniform Alpha is the alien ID. I've done this in a really weird order, don't ask why. Chicago here to Orlando. Estimated departure time, we'll say 11, no it won't, we'll say 12. Time en route, once again, 0 hours and, sorry, 0 hours, that's not even a thing. 2 hours and 5 minutes, my bad. I don't know why the time says it's 11:42 when it's just not though. Cool, so that's getting done. We'll go FMC, enter the inertial position, so we're at Chicago. Oh, here. We'll pop our GPS position in, we'll go route. And because I've loaded this in with SimBrief, we don't need to do a route request. We can just pop that in the core route and it will find it instantly. Saves us a lot of time. Well, personally, I think it saves us a lot of time. I don't know if anyone else would agree with that, but... and departure runway today. Now, this is a bit interesting because it's giving me 22 right as the departure, although I don't... 22 right's tiny. It's a tiny runway, and I'm not going to use that runway. So I'm just going to have a look on flight radar on my phone just now to see what they're... departing off of. So there's not a lot of planes departing from Chicago here just now, actually. Departures, let's see what's just departed. This guy just departed off of 28 right, so we'll do a 28 right departure today. 28 right. Go FMC. Departure, obviously, we're doing 28 right like I just said, with no departure because Chicago doesn't have any departure SIDs. Or sorry, just standard instrument departures, sorry. And we're arriving onto the ILS for 36 right today at, not Chicago, that would be funny if that was Chicago, at, not here, Orlando today. On the Piglet 6 arrival via the Oscar Tango Kilo transition. So let's just have a wee walk through that. So obviously, if we zoom out, it's going to be a left-hand turn, quite sharp. Left-hand turn heading south. This Piglet. And it looks like it's going to give us, yeah, I thought it was going to give us a left turn. What we'll do is we'll just clear those vectors. Like so, and then that's our go-around stuff. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll activate that, we'll execute it, we'll do a one data request, and we'll go to our performance in it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start our APU, as well as turning our fuel pumps on with our seatbelt signs. Just because that will take a wee while to fire up. Forecast, execute, and then that's going to want to do it in a minute as well. There we go. So yeah, if you've ever wondered why there's an FMC thing there and you don't know how to get rid of it, all you do is literally this. You go to your VNav page, you go to descent, forecast, click load, and it's gone. I see a lot of people have that message and they never remove it. I think a lot of people don't know why it's there, but I managed to... Well, I didn't manage to work it out, I just watched some videos and kind of knew from there basically. Right, payload 173.8 on the zero fuel weight. I tried doing this flight earlier, but multiple reasons I just decided not to do it, but I did start it up and then I stopped it, so this is actually a second try, but I know that the cost index is 85 for this plane, well, this kind of plane with United Airlines. Our alternate's Miami, which is 4750, plus our FinRes, which is 2535, which will come to 7.3 tons of fuel on our reserves. Cruise level of flight level 390. Perfect. And that is that at the moment. We'll go to our legs page just to make sure that's not going to step us up to any altitudes I don't want to go up to. Nope, it's not. That's perfect. Right, thrust limit, here we go. So we use the EFB this time. So performance, so let's go ahead and we'll copy our FMC data. Thrust rating, we'll take TO1 because it's, actually no, I'm going to cut in a bit early on the runway. I'll cut in at the runway. Because we're really light, we'll take off from Golf. So therefore we need to use, I'm going to use a takeoff, just a takeoff rating with no D-rate. Flap config will go optimum, air conditioning packs will be auto, and the anti-ice will be, engine wing anti-ice will be on auto. Condition, it's currently dry at Chicago here. Show our keyboard, winds wise, we are, if we have a look, we are 250 at 15 gusting 23, but obviously we want to take the higher number, which is 23, just in case that when we depart the wind is 23, we want to have the correct data. That's what I always do. Temperature is 13 degrees, so thank you to the person that told me that when you do 13 it does Fahrenheit, but thank you to the person that told me just add a C and it goes to Celsius. You are a legend. QNH, it is 3026 just now. The altimeter is 3026. We'll hide the keyboard and we'll now calculate that. So cell temp of 57. 1.295. That has come out perfectly. Thank goodness for that, because it doesn't always come out perfectly like that. Takeoff winds are, like I said, 250 at 23. Sorry, I thought I put 210 in the performance calculator. Slope is up 0.2, because obviously, like I said, I tried doing this flight, so I already calculated it, up 0.2, and the outside air temperature is 13. Doing a flap 5 departure today. Wrong key there. Flap 5 and 5.75 on the trim. We should be 133, 137 and 141, which we are. Perfect. That is what you like to see. Like I said again, it's 3026, not 10, 3026. Let's pop that in just now. 3026, beautiful. You see that as soon as I left up, the frames go down because of the airport. Right, V2 is 141 today. Runway heading and track, that is what I don't actually remember, which is 273. And we'll take an initial climb of 18,000 feet since that's a transition level. Although I'll change that obviously as soon as we get right into the air. Checklist. So oxygen has been tested 100%. Flight instruments heading is 104, 104, and 104 on the compass. Altimeter is 3026, 3026, and 3026. Park and brake is set. Fuel control switches are at cutoff, and that is the what's that checklist called again? The pre-flight checklist completed. So we can also see how this is getting on. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll operate the jetway, so that will do it once the boarding is completed, and then we'll push back in departure, which will start after the jetway has operated. Cool. So flight deck door is always closed and locked. Passenger signs are on. MCP V2 is 141. Heading tracks 273 and altitudes 18,000 feet. Takeoff speeds. V1 is going to be 133 today, VR is going to be 137, and V2 is going to be 141. CG pre-flight, we can look at the upper UI cast, and it is completed. Trim is 5.75 units, 0 on the aileron, and 0 on the rudder. Taxi and takeoff briefing, so we will push back with our nose to the right. We'll make a... we'll follow Alpha, I believe that is. Or sorry, no, we'll keep... we'll make a right at Alpha 7 onto Alpha, follow Alpha all the way down to Alpha 15, make another right onto November, where we'll taxi along to Golf takeoff. Takeoff, I'm just going to fly it till when I want, basically. And we won't put the beacon on yet. We'll wait till we start pushback. So I'm going to leave for a couple of minutes while the boarding is completed, and then I'll be back to you when it's finished. Okay, that's us back. We're just going to go ahead and close up all the doors now, since that's what GSX is wanting. We'll close all the doors. So they're closing now. We'll undock it. Confirm selection. We can disconnect the external powers. We'll arm all our doors. Arm all. We'll return now. We'll go ground connections. Park and brake is set, so we'll release the ground power and remove the wheel chocks. Park and brake is set, what do you mean? Right, we'll flick the flight directors on and we'll pop the beacon light on now as well. Bring the engine page up. We'll pop our transponder to alt reporting off and we'll test our TCAS. I'm going to turn the brightness up a wee bit on our displays here, just because they might be slightly dark. Right, hydraulics we can pop to auto. We'll wait for that yellow spotlight to go out, and we can put pop our central hydraulics on as well, and our central elecs as well as our left elec. So I don't know how this works. I really have no idea how this works. Oh crap, how did I get out of this? I don't know. You know what? We'll just put it where it put me last time, which was here. Right, park and brake is released. Oh, we didn't hear the TCAS test work. Just give that another go quickly.
TCAS test pass.
Perfect. Right, the timer is on for pushback. We'll pop our engine mode selector to start on engine number 2. We'll pop the fuel control switch to run now. And we'll watch that engine start up. Look at that, that looks beautiful. So I know a lot of people might comment, or I don't know, some people might comment saying that this engine type is banned in the US. I know that. I do know it's banned, but I'm still flying it anyway because this is a flight simulator. I doubt my engine's going to blow up in mid-flight randomly. Alright, parking brake set. Good engine start. Well, I think we have good engine start. Right, we've got good engine start number 2. Let's start number 1. We'll pop the engine mode selector for number 1 to start, and we can pop the fuel control switch to run since we have movement. That's one thing I need to actually read in some FCOMs somewhere. I'm going to need to read I'm going to need to read what that selector is called. If it's like called I don't know, I'm calling it an engine mode selector, but I don't know if that is the right term to use. Oh, what have I done? Brilliant. Pratt and Whitney's take ages to start up. Oh, I say that and then it clicks. Okay, so we've got a good start on engine numbers 1 and 2. Engine number 1 and 2. Engine numbers 1 and 2? I don't know. I don't know if it's plural or not. Or singular. Right, we'll go ahead, turn the EPU off. We'll pop our wing lights on since it is still a bit dark outside. Those yellow off lights will go out in a minute. We'll set flap 5. Auto brake can go to RTO. Trim will set as well, so 5.75. Let's set it just now. I always forget which key is which for the trim. This is 5.75 there. Do flight control check. Flight controls. Got full back movement. Full forward movement. Full left movement. And full right movement. Full right rudder movement. And full left rudder movement. So, before taxi checklist, anti-ice is on auto, as we can see up here on the overhead panel. Recall, obviously TCAS is off, that's fine. I wonder if I maybe pop it to TA. Ah, there you go, TA. Recall is checked, auto brake set to RTO, flight controls have been checked, and the ground equipment is clear. Well, I don't think that those air stairs there are clear, but we'll say it's clear. That should actually be getting blown over just now, but hey ho. GSX. Right, but that's the before taxi checklist. Before taxi checklist. Yeah, before taxi checklist completed. Oh, oops. And then it's the before takeoff stuff we've got to do next. So before takeoff flap 5 is set already, so we can just get rid of that. So before takeoff checklist completed as well. Flaps 5 are set. Well, R, MLNAV, VNAV, auto brake off. Let's get taxiing to runway 28 right. I'm going to double check the project fly is running, which it is. Someone could let me know how this, how the taxiways work here. I'd really appreciate it. Let's turn the runway turn off and the taxi light on. That's awkward. Make a left here onto the inner taxiway just now. And then I believe I said at Alpha 7, which is this next right here, was where I was going to be turning right. Yeah, it is. I always like to have data on both these, just so I can see estimated times of each waypoint we'll arrive at, or see the estimated times for each each waypoint, or the estimated arrival times for each waypoint. Why can I not speak English today? Now I know I technically should have maybe some like lighting on, for example like that, but do you know what, actually I'm gonna do it. I had it off just because I thought there's no need for it, but we'll just turn it on anyway. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, to be honest. I hate having it on full though. Full just doesn't look nice personally. Yeah, we'll pop it on a wee bit. We'll pop it on a wee bit there as well. Cabin is ready, perfect. What you like to see. The sunrise does look very good. Very pretty. Maybe from now on I'm planning to maybe start doing videos without trueSKY, just because I just don't really, I love trueSKY, but I just feel like it's not ready yet. I just don't think that there's any point in using it when it's not, personally in my eyes, it's not really ready for being used. I have been using it in videos recently, and it does look great, but I feel like using trueSKY, I have less control over my sim as to what like sunrise textures and just sky textures in general. It just feels like I've got zero control over that with trueSKY running, and I like to be in control of my sim. So that's alpha 14 on the left there. We're making our right at alpha 15, which I have no idea where alpha 15 is. Yep, this is alpha 15 here. So we're going to make our right here onto... so we're actually on alpha just now, so we're going to need to... Oh no, that's perfect actually, that's correct. I thought we were going to have to cut through to taxiways there, but we don't, because this is us on Bravo now, which is where I want to be. Clear on the right there, and we're clear on the left. Okay, so there's alpha 15. So that was November 3, November 4 we were at. The next right will be November 5, then it'll be Echo Echo, and then Golf Golf, which is where we're going to take off from today. So there's November 5. That's Echo Echo there. And we're going to make this next right on to Golf Golf, which we'll take off on. So we'll tell the cabin crew to sit down. So the cabin crew have been told to sit down. Perfect. Everything's set. We'll set our transponder to TARA. We'll turn our TCAS on. We will turn our TCAS on. Try to pronounce that correctly. Landing lights will pop on. Runway turn-offs can stay on. Taxi off. Strobes on. Oh, that doesn't look good. Why is there...
Approaching 27 left.
It looked like the ground was pointing down there. Right, we're clear on our left. Nothing landing on our left or taking off on our left. And we're clear on our right. Nothing landing or taking off on our right. So let's get lined up here. Ah, I forgot I had this tail view.
Runway 27 left.
Actually, I think it would be correct if it's 28 right. Right, let's get going. So, start the timer. We'll go kind of halfway. I don't really know what the standard procedure for the Pratt and Whitney 4000s are, so I'll need to look at that in an FCOM. Toga. Thrust is set. I think it's kind of glitching out with my throttle. 100 knots is checked. We've gotten wind right on the nose, which is quite nice. V1, rotate. That's not tail strike. Positive rate, gear up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to climb out a bit here. So we're not making that turn straight away. I'm going to wait till I am 1,000 feet above the airport, and then I will make that left turn. So there's 1,000 feet. We'll make that left climbing turn now to the south. Perfectly keeping that on the flight directors, which is what I like to see. Lap 1 speed check, which is brilliant. Let's keep that on the flight director centered there. And flaps up speed check. It's 2,500 feet. So once I straighten out here, what I'll do is I'll pop the autopilot in. Right, autopilot will pop in now. We'll take 39,000 feet now on the altitude. Our landing lights. So, landing lights pop off, runway turn-offs can come off, strobes can stay on. And that is us now on our way to Orlando. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Right, hopefully these cinematic shots I'll leave you with will be really good. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next 2 and a bit hours, or actually about an hour and 45 minutes. See you then, guys. Hey folks, and welcome back. That's us on the descent to Orlando. I'm actually going to start slowing this down right a bit right now, just about 210. Because we are incredibly fast right now. I'm going to take about 1,500 feet per minute, and we also need to set the altimeter. So we'll have a look. Altimeter is 3045. It's always a good day when the altimeter is higher. Right, we'll turn the seatbelt signs on, no smoking on as well. We'll turn our logo and wing light off. That's cool. We need to go ahead and do our landing data. So let's go ahead and copy our FMC data, condition dry, flap config. Flap 30, air conditioning is going to be auto, engine wing ITS is going to be also going to be auto. Wind is 060 and 19, well 12 gust and 19, but obviously like at Chicago we're going to choose the higher number of them too. The temperature is 20 degrees Celsius and the QNH is 3045. So let's hide keyboard, let's calculate that. We're going to be flap 30. There we go. So, VREF 30 plus 5 is going to be 142 apparently. That doesn't make sense. We'll take 135 then. We'll kick VNAV back in. But I'm going to keep on with the speed just now. We'll take about 220 knots. We need to have a look at our minima as well. So let's go. Oh, interesting. My flight isn't loaded in on Navigraph. 36 right. So let's lock 36 right. We're going to go down to 1600 feet. So I'm just going to pop that in just now. 1600 feet. Minima is 50 feet as well on the radio. Landing lights will pop on. Runway turn-offs can also come on. Bring the speed brake back in. We'll arm it just now. We'll do our checklist. Descent recall is checked. Notes have been checked. Auto brake will set to. We'll set it to. Actually, I have no idea where. United Park at Orlando. That's Frontier. Let's see arrivals and let's see what the last American, sorry, United was to land. Let's see where that parked up at. They park at, okay, right, so we're going to want auto brake 3 because we're going to airside 3. So take auto brake 3, landing data VREF is going to be flap 30, 130 knots plus 5, so flap 30, 135 knots. Minima is 50 feet, approach briefing is completed. Altimeters are set to 3045, and that is the checklist completed. Get some nice outside views. I'm going to start turning this in just now. I'll take flap 1 as it does an autosave, nice. Gonna arm lock. You know, the outside views look really nice, I think. You know, like the wing views. But the cockpit just looks dreadful for some reason. I don't know why I don't know, I just think it looks dreadful. I don't think it looks particularly nice. Maybe you guys might think it looks nice, but I just don't think it looks nice at all. Can actually go ahead and slow that rate of descent down just now. So according to this, it's Silky, we should be 11.1 miles from the runway. Let's just take flap 5 just now. We are playing it very risky here with our speeds. We'll take about 700 feet per minute now. 700 feet per minute. There's a plane below us. There's lock. We'll arm approach. And we should grab that glide slope any minute now. I just shallow that out even more. Come on, glide slope. There's glide slope. We'll reset our MCP altitude to 3,000 feet now. These cockpits textures do not look nice, I'll tell you that. At Jacker will be 6.7 miles, so at Jacker we'll pop the gear down. Since for some reason the ILS is not going to tell us the distance. I have no idea why. Right, that's passing 3,000 feet now. I'll be honest, I think I've slowed down way too early. Way too early. Oh, you live and learn. Right, let's go ahead and get our taxi charts up. So I really ideally want to get off at Bravo 6 because that seems to be a high-speed exit, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get off there. Right, 2,500 feet. It's perfect. Radio altimeter is alive. We're going to probably need to kick our nose out to the left when we land here. Yeah, we will. What the hell? That guy's going so fast. Right, so there's Jacker. We'll pop the gear down. We'll take flap 20. And we'll bring our speed back to 149. Actually, no, we're not. We'll take our final approach speed, which is 135. Again, it's just a landing checklist now. So let's tell the cabin crew to sit down. Perfectamindo. And we'll wait till 1,000 feet and then we'll take full flap. There's 1,000. I've got no 1,000 feet. There we go. 1,000 feet stabilized. Missed approach altitude is set. That's our final notch of flaps coming down now. Right. I might take 142 just now, just because I... No, I'm not. I'm going to take 135 still. Right. Landing checklist completed. Speed brake. Landing checklist completed. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down. Flaps 30. Landing checklist completed. My aircraft. I couldn't even get the words out there. Nice one, Tommy. Oh, I'm gonna be so high here. I'm gonna be so high here.
Minimums.
Get the door, get the nose down, get the nose down.
Minimums.
Continuing.
30. 20. 10.
Gear speed break up. Reversers are normal. We're not gonna get off here where I wanted to get off at. Actually, we might. If I take manual braking. Close the reversers. Yep, we got off. Perfect. And we arrived 2 minutes early as well. Nice. Right, landing lights off. Runway turn offs can stay on, taxi on, strobes off. And this is where we want to go. Bravo 6. Stop the clock. Flight directors off. Flaps can come fully up. We'll bring speed brake down, our ground spoilers down, sorry, and we'll set our auto brake back to off. Oh, GSX glitching out. Okay, great. So we're actually at the wrong gates. We want to. We'll take gate. We'll take that one right in front of us, which will be 58. So let me edit gate 58 quickly. Customize airport positions, gate 58. There it is. Wingspan we'll set to 100. Make that gate heavy. I don't think it is a heavy gate, but we'll do it anyway. And we'll take gate 58. We want United, but clearly that's not going to give us that option, so we'll go Swissport. We should have started the APU. Oh, there you go. That was a mistake. That will reset that. Runway turn offs and taxi light can come off as well. And here we go, gate 58. Come on, keep on moving. I'm gonna stop there. Right, we'll set parking brake. APU is running, so we'll go ahead. Should turn that off as well. Fuel control switches can come to cut off. Beacon light will pop off as well. Fuel pumps off. Hydraulics can come off. Packs off. We'll go ahead. Operate the jetway. Door L2. FS actions. Ground connections. We'll set the chocks. Crest ground power. Release parking brake. Doors will open door L2 and all our cargo. We'll request deboarding. And we'll also turn the timer off. 2 hours 18 minutes, which is perfect. The shutdown checklist. So hydraulic panel is set. Let's get our external powers connected. Fuel pumps are off. Flaps are up. Park and brake. We'll just set it. Park and brake set, but we're releasing it anyway. Fuel control switches are cut off, and weather radar has been off the whole time anyway. Secure the aircraft, so ADRUs, emergency exit lights and packs. ADRUs off, emergency exit lights off, and packs are also off. Landing rate, we'll have a look on Project Fly. Landing rate was minus 70 feet per minute. Not very on the Sentinel, which I'm not happy with, but there you go. You live and learn, you practice. Anyway, folks, that's it for today's video. That's us down on the ground and Orlando once again. I think we'll take a break from visiting places in the States, and I think we'll head back over to Europe with some flights in the 737 and 320, and maybe even the 787 or the 747 if I can get maybe a cargo hop across Europe somewhere. I actually have one in mind just now while I'm thinking. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. If you have any comments, questions, flight requests, just leave them in the description below. The Discord server is always open if you've ever got like a tech problem or something, and or you just want my settings. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed that video without trueSKY today, and I will see you in the next full flight video.